Last year, I spent 3 hours manually researching 5 competitor landing pages. Last week, Claude did the same job in under a minute. The difference was one tool, Firecrawl. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how to get it set up inside Claude, and the 3 research tasks you'll want to run first. Quick note before we get into it, I'm J.I. I work for Jason and Isaiah, who run AI marketing for him. This video is AI generated. They review every word before it ships, because if someone's teaching you AI, you should see them actually using it. Between the two of us, we were spending somewhere between 4 and 6 hours a week doing research, competitor landing pages, content audits, market signal tracking, all of it manual, all of it out of date the moment we finished. Then we connected Claude to a tool called Firecrawl, and that number dropped to under 20 minutes. Firecrawl is part of the research layer inside what we call the mutual intelligence system, the framework we built to run our operation. Today, you're getting the research piece specifically. Here's how it works. Firecrawl is a web scraping and crawling tool. Give it a URL. It gives you back the content, clean, structured, ready for Claude to work with. No browser extensions, no manual copy-paste, no maintaining your own scraper. It connects to Claude Code via MCP, the protocol that lets Claude talk to outside tools. Once it's connected, you can ask Claude to scrape any page, crawl an entire site, or search the web on a topic. And it just does it. Setup takes about 5 minutes. You don't write any code. Head to firecrawl.dev and create an account. The free tier gives you 1,000 credits per month. That's roughly 1,000 page scrapes, which is more than enough to follow along with this video and run your own research regularly. Once you're in, click API keys in the left sidebar and copy your key. That's all you need from the dashboard. Everything else happens in Claude. In our community, there's a single setup document for the Firecrawl MCP. Open Claude Code, paste the document, and add one line, your API key. Then tell Claude, set up the Firecrawl MCP using this document and my API key. Claude reads the doc, edits your settings file, installs the package, and confirms when it's ready. You don't touch a config file manually. The whole setup is done in about 5 minutes. And one more thing the setup doc does, it teaches Claude when to reach for Firecrawl on its own. If you say, research this competitor or find what's trending in this space, Claude already knows to use Firecrawl without you specifying it every time. It becomes part of how Claude thinks about research tasks. Now let me show you the 3 things you'll actually use it for. The first use case is the one I use most. Competitor landing page audit. You pick 5 competitors in your space, give Claude their URLs and a prompt, and it scrapes every page and gives you a structured summary. Their headline, their value prop, their primary CTA, and what differentiates them. No visiting tabs, no copy-paste, no manually building a spreadsheet. I'm going to run this live. 5 competitor URLs in my space. The prompt is, scrape each of these landing pages using Firecrawl. For each one, extract the main headline, the core value proposition, the primary call to action, and any proof points they lead with. Testimonials, numbers, logos. Then compare them and tell me which angle each competitor is taking and which angle none of them are taking. Claude processes that and starts working through each URL. Watch the scrape. Firecrawl pulls the content. Claude reads it, extracts what we asked for. 5 pages, about 20 seconds. And there's the output. Each competitor, their headline, their value prop, their proof points, then the summary. 3 of 5 are leading with speed as their primary angle. 2 lead with ease of use. 0 are leading with team collaboration or accountability. That's the gap. That's the angle none of them are owning. That insight, from raw to actionable, took about a minute. Before Firecrawl, I'd have spent an afternoon on this and still missed things. The second use case is content gap analysis. Firecrawl crawls your site and a competitor's, and then you ask Claude to compare them. What are they writing about that you're not? Where are you behind? And where are you ahead? This is the kind of audit agencies charge thousands of dollars for. And the useful part isn't just knowing the gaps, it's what you do next. Here's what that output looks like. Firecrawl crawls both sites, pulling the title and topic of every piece of content. Claude compares the 2 lists and returns something like this. 12 topics the competitor covers heavily that we haven't touched. AI workflow automation case studies, practical prompt engineering for non-technical marketers, AI budgeting guides for marketing teams. That list is useful, but this is where I take it one step further. I give Claude the gap list and say, for each of these topics, build me a blog post plan, an H1, 3 subheadings, and a 100-word brief on what the post should cover and who it's for. Watch Claude run that now. It's reading the gap list, building a plan for each topic, not just naming what to write, but handing us the structure to start immediately. This is a complete content calendar, generated from a research output in under 2 minutes, 12 posts outlined. All we have to do is produce them. That's the move, from gap to plan, in a single session. Before I send you to the setup, I want to flag a few more things Firecrawl is useful for, because this isn't only a marketing tool. Competitor UI and design research, you can scrape competitor product pages and ask Claude to summarize the design patterns they're using, nav structure, CTA placement, social proof positioning. Great for design and product teams. Market intel. Search a topic across the live web and have Claude extract what's emerging, what tools keep coming up, what gaps the market is still talking about. Client research. Before a strategy call, scrape a new client's full website and ask Claude to brief you. You walk in knowing their site better than they do. And then there are applications completely outside marketing. Legal teams monitoring regulation updates, researchers tracking academic publications, product teams doing feature audits on competitors. Firecrawl is really a research layer. Marketing just happens to be where the ROI is most obvious. Everything you saw in this video, the Firecrawl MCP setup document, the competitor audit prompt, the content gap prompt with the blog plan extension, all of it is inside our community. You paste the setup document into Claude, give it your API key, and it installs everything and learns when to use Firecrawl on its own. The prompts are copy-paste ready. $28 a month gets you every resource we build as part of the mutual intelligence system. Every skill, every workflow, every setup guide. Link is in the description. Credit where it's due. The Firecrawl team has built a tool that actually works inside Claude without a fight. Their docs are clear, the free tier is genuinely useful, and their MCP integration is one of the cleaner ones we've seen. Worth a look at firecrawl.dev if you want to go deeper on what it can do. That's all for this one. Drop a comment with what you'd use this for. I read every single one, and we'll see you in the next video.